All right, welcome everybody. We're going to cover a trading platform today called Veltrixa.ai. Jiva, can you put your link if people want to sign up with your link in the chat? Um, as most of you know, I've been trading for a long, long time. I started in Forex. I went into precious metals, silver, gold, that type of stuff. Then I ventured off into crypto and been teaching people how to trade crypto. Did a lot of institutional level crypto in terms of dollar volume, so trading over 250 million per month, oftentimes leveraged. And I love technical analysis, love teaching people. And one of the things that's interesting about being a professional trader, whatever that means, but one of the things that's interesting is that you learn that you're gonna more times than not, you're gonna make a mistake on the entry or the exit that you're gonna make. And when people get into crypto, they think they're gonna hit it, 9 out of 10 times, even doing great technical analysis. The fact is, it's just not so, because the market, the crypto market, all markets, but the crypto market, Bitcoin especially, it's a living, breathing animal, right? And sometimes you can predict it, but sometimes you can't because, well, it's an animal, right? You can't really predict it. And as a professional trader, if you're 60% of your trades correct, if you're making 60% correct trades, you are considered, you're at the top of the top of the top. So you're considered a fantastic trader, getting it 60% of the time right. And what's been happening, and I'm sure you've been kind of getting bits and pieces, following the news or going on the internet, you realize this conversation about artificial intelligence, AI. And what they've done successfully, they're using these AI bots or AI, they call them AI agents now, to kind of do everything that we could do. So, for example, I have a personal assistant that's an AI agent, and this agent does everything for me. It answers my phone calls, reschedules my meetings, books meetings, sends emails out, sends texts out, reminds me of things to do, can set up vacations, book a driver for me, book hotel rooms, flights, all this stuff, dinner reservations. It can pay the bills for me. And so they've taken this AI, and of course they've taken the AI. It's grown so fast, but they put it to the financial markets. And there's a company called Endotech that we've talked about in the past that I've known for several years, and they've been in the AI industry since 2012. Think about that, 2012. Y'all don't even know what AI was. You thought of Terminator maybe back then. Maybe you thought about the movie Terminator, right? But no one was talking about AI. These guys were, and they created AI bots, and they connected to institutions like Goldman Sachs, Citadel, Fidelity, large institutions, and they were trading for them. And about 5 years ago, I, Castronets and myself, we were using AI technology, AI bots, and it was doing okay. It was doing okay. Was it better than my analysis or the analysis that we were using in the pick entries we were making? Sometimes, but most of the time not. So it was okay. But now, fast forward 5 years, and the AI technology now, the way it trades, is unbelievable. What do I mean by that? Remember, 60%, you're considered a rock star in the trading world. AI now, the AIs that I'm looking at and that I'm working with, that we're working with also through Veltrixa, are getting 85% of the trades correct. And in 2 years, it's going to be, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like in 2 years. And I came to the realization a few weeks ago that these people who do technical analysis for a living, trade for large corporations, whether it's in equities, commodities, or crypto, real estate, doesn't matter. These guys are going away because the AI has it's not only become as good as the best humans that we have, but it's already surpassing them. And so 100 traders on the floor, you need one AI that can outperform all of them. And typically, so what I'm saying is that AI now getting involved, especially in the crypto space, but getting involved in seeing crypto and trading crypto, because there's a big difference. The difference between investing and trading, right? Trading is very, very active. It's typically leveraged. Investing is I'm gonna put my money in and let it sit there for a little while. But AI now is scary, scary good. And in 2 years, I think it's going to replace most of the traditional analysts and traders because you just don't need them. In fact, I'm no longer going to be training people how to do technical analysis because there's no point. There's no point. It does it for you, and it's far better, and it does it in seconds. And it'll tell you what the risk is, what the risk reward is, and that's what I want to talk about today. Jiva, someone's asking for a link to register. If you could help her out. AI it could someday theoretically be in 2 years 95% correct, 99% correct, and that is scary, friends. That is scary because the rate that it's getting better is it's exponential. Now, this is what's really, really cool. Forget about all the other stuff that AI is involved with because we can go into a really dark rabbit hole with that thing. And those concerns are real, but I'm just talking about using artificial intelligence. It's superhuman intelligence, right? So it's beyond human intelligence at this point, and leveraging it so that it could take your savings or whatever you're investing in and have it invest for you. And it's going to outperform, and it already is outperforming brokerages and investors. And it used to be, even 5 years ago, when I got involved in trading derivatives with AI, it was a lot of money coming in. We had to come up with, at least back then, it was $250,000 to start, right? Plus the $50,000 connection fee. Plus you're paying 5 points coming in and 30 points coming out. So you're paying 30% on your profits coming out. And most people don't have, $300,000 just sitting around that they could, let's just throw it at AI. So the AI was only available to large corporations, financial institutions that just had boatloads of money, and they used it, and it became well. And what's cool now is AI is becoming so predominant in terms of trading and analyzing and just creating things that it's become really, really cheap. And what we're going to talk about Veltrixa is a company that has created a platform where it has the highest quality bots on the planet. I'm not talking stuff that's on MEXC or Bybit or Binance or whatever it is. I'm talking about institutional grade AI trading bots. This is what this company has. They've created the infrastructure. They've created the patterns. They have the bots set up. They've been doing it for over 5 years already in arbitrage. And what they've done in Veltrixa is they've created a platform where the normal common person can come in and you could start for as little as $200. Now, if you compare that to the 250,000 I needed just to have a conversation, ultimately 300K to start, we've come a long way. Not only in terms of the price coming down, but in terms of access, it's now accessible to all of us. But the best news is the AI has so improved. The returns are scary, man. So even a crappy AI bot is pulling 4 to 5% per month. Crappy ones. Um, so I want to show you Veltrixa. I'm actually going to open up. I've never done this. I'm going to open up the pitch deck, and I'm going to show the presentation. I'm going to show you what this is exactly. You'll see this. So let me make it a little bit bigger. By the way, sorry. By the way, we meaning me and people within this community have been testing Veltrixa for several weeks, and I've been testing Veltrixa for over 2 months already. And I came in right at the beta, right when they finished developing, they were launching, and I had the pleasure of being invited in to come and beta test. And I'll be honest, I was like, I don't know. I don't usually do this stuff. This isn't my thing. I'm more of a trader, I'm more of a derivatives trader, futures, that type of stuff. And my friend at Endotech, Amir, he said, you got to take a look at this company. This is a monster. And I've been working on it for 3 months in Dubai. So I took a look at it for a week with him. Then a week later, I was introduced to the leaders in Veltrixa, and I started testing it. And I invited some people from our community to come and test it. We've been testing it, everything from deposits, withdrawals to are the returns real? And I can say yes to all of that. And a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago already, I was invited by the owners of Veltrixa, the founder of Veltrixa, invited me to come out to Dubai to come take a look at their offices and spend some time with him. And over a course of 2 days, I had several meetings with him where I just pretty much asked him everything from liquidity to security to experience. And I left. I went there excited, but I left blown away. It's far bigger than I even thought. So let me show you what we got here, friends. This is Veltrixa. This is an AI. When I say autonomous, means it runs itself. And you're going to see some terms here that are new, but that's okay. I'm going to try to give you the 30,000-foot view. Veltrixa is, well, here I'm saying it's a trading platform, but it's more than a trading platform. It's a self-evolving digital wealth engine. What does that mean? It means the AI is constantly improving itself. It's constantly making itself better. So it's no longer just doing commands, if this, then that. It is now saying, how can I do this and that better? So this thing is growing, and every week in Veltrixa, I see it getting stronger and stronger. And what's great about this is that you have AI running it. There's no humans running this fund or this trades. It is a machine. It doesn't have emotions. It doesn't have feelings, bad days. It's not tired. Doesn't have an upset stomach or wake up on the wrong side of the bed, right? Or van in Beulah's case. Wrong side of the van in Beulah's case. Greetings, Beulah. Yes, you guys are wondering, why is Beulah wearing sunglasses inside her van? Because she's from California, friends. They're just strange over there. They're weird. Let her be her hippie self. God bless you, sister. Now, before I go into any of this other stuff, I wanted to say I'm not a financial advisor, right? So I'm not giving you any financial advice. I'm going to show you a platform that I was asked to test over 2 months ago. It's a trading platform. It's not my platform. You're not giving me any money. It's a company, and I'm not getting paid by them to come and say these things. I'm giving you my honest experience with this. So let's take a look here. I want to go into this. If you look at this, if you're following the news, you realize that there's serious talk about going from a USD global currency mode to a crypto Bitcoin currency mode global. President Trump's been talking about this as well for a while. I don't think they're going to be so overt and just, hey, we're going to get Bitcoin, or I think what's going to happen is they're going to allow these large corporations like MicroStrategies to buy up Bitcoin. They have over 600,000 Bitcoin. And just like Trump was floating the idea of buying 10% of Intel, he's going to buy 10% of these large companies buying up Bitcoin. And by de facto, it's going to be the reserve currency. So whether we like it or not, we are going into the digital era, and it's going to hit really fast. And the reason I know it's going to hit fast is because it is now being powered by artificial intelligence. It is working 24/7, 7 days a week, no sleep. It is smarter than any human. And then you put a bunch of them together. So this is really exploding. And I can imagine, I want to say, let me go over here. Before I share this, I can imagine it must be, y'all, it's fast for me, right? I got my finger on the pulse of technology and blockchain, and I'm telling you, it is fast for me. And I can imagine for some of us boomers or Xers, right? This is like we went from writing chat. I mean, I remember when we didn't even have microwaves. Anybody remember that? But before the microwaves came out, like that was a whole concept. Like we were like, should we put the food in there? Will we die? Or are we going to get some radiation? Don't look at it. Like all that crap. Now with AI and blockchain, it's like your head wants to explode, right? And so I can imagine one of the things that I deal with when I'm coaching or training people in trading and about crypto is that I understand the overwhelm. I understand, and we take it piece by piece, bit by bit. But the fact is this, it is moving faster than we're able to consume. So there's so many changes happening now on a daily basis that it's impossible for us as humans even to consume all the changes that are coming. So, like it or not, it's coming. And I think we got to get ahead of this. And one of the things that I like is the problem with AI or cryptocurrency or investing in crypto, trading in crypto, is this language and technological barrier, right? Right. Some of us just figured out how to use Zoom. We still can't. I'm on Zoom calls all the time. Where's the share button? We just did this, friend, an hour ago. How do you see me? Like that's what they're telling me on Zoom. We just figured out how to use Zoom. And the thought of, hey, let's trade futures and crypto and use an AI bot is like, I can't do it. And what I like, the gap that was there, which I've always been trying to fill, is making it easy, right? Making it easy. So for example, in America, y'all have automatics all the time, but there was a day when it was a manual, right? Then one day, someone said, hey, we can make this automatic. Easy. Easy. And so we've come to the place, and what Veltrixa has done is it's made this scary, overwhelming world of technobabble and crypto and investing and leveraging. And it says, look, if you have $100, click this button. We're going to trade it for you. You're going to get 9 to 16% per month. And that, friends, is priceless. So let me show you. Let me continue with this. So it's really simple. So here we go. Current market challenges. Emotional trading. Manual efforts are inconsistent and exhausting. Amen. That is true, man. That is true. And it's amazing what you eat, what you listen to, how you sleep will affect your trading. Complex platforms, tools are hard to use, especially for beginners. That's always been the problem in crypto, blockchain, and leverage investing or derivatives investing is the tools are so complex and they're so boring, right? Green, red, and black. That's the color. Green. I have one student that I'm teaching how to trade is actually a very good trader. She's a 42-year-old mom. She said, why can't there be unicorns and rainbows? There should be like a celebration when you hit buy or sell. I'm like, I never thought of that. So Veltrixa does that. It gamifies it, makes it really simple. Also, the next one is signal overload. Too many unreliable indicators can create confusion. I just said this to a friend of mine that I was coaching on trading. I said, follow these 3 indicators. And he was talking about 15 other indicators. I said, those indicators are going to contradict what you're listening to. So all these inputs will contradict one another. Aren't you happy that you don't have to figure it out? The other one is no passive systems. There's few options for automated wealth generation. And that's the name of the game, is set it, forget it, keep it simple. And that has been missing. It's been tried and failed, but that's been missing predominantly, especially to boomers and Xers. It is, we need something simple, right, that will create a passive income for us. And we've seen those type of things promising. Then that comes to the next one, is trust issues, scams and false promises, right? And I think everyone on this call has been a part of some type of scam in the past. And so the only reason I'm even showing this, and I have faith in this, is one, I know the technology company behind it. I've met the owners, I've been there, and I've tested it for 2 weeks. I vetted everything here. So for me, this is a safe place. And one of the first things that Dr. Abhishek told me when we met in Dubai, he says, we have an image problem. We have all these scammers that have come, they've rug pulled, they've scammed people's money, making fake trades. I want to change the industry. That was the very first thing he said. I love that. So it's a 24/7 trading bot. You take your USD, turn it into USDT, put it on the platform, and it starts trading for you. I just want to get through all this. They just passed an AML banking KYC security test to be able to process currencies and fiat transactions in 180 different countries. So for me, they've passed all the tests. Again, earn while you sleep. And this is some of the media covers they have. These are the biggest news publishers in the crypto space. Binance, of course, being the biggest, CoinMarketCap, investing.com. They've been in all of this. This is what they're saying about them. So they've gotten a lot of press. And there's more than this, actually. Every day there's some sort of news release or some type of report about them. Now, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share inside of the dashboard of Veltrixa. One moment. All right. Y'all still here, huh? All right, here's the back end of Veltrixa. And this is what I want to show you. This is the trading platform. It can be overwhelming when you first come in, right? All the numbers, all the different colors, purple, green, blue, orange, yellow, you know. Beulah's like, I love the colors. That's why she's wearing sunglasses. Too much espresso for that lady. You see the machine behind her? All right. Here, in order to access the platform, you got to pay a fee. You got to pay like a cover charge, right? You got to pay an access fee to come in. And the way you do that is there's 5 different doors to come through: Ignite, Core, Nova, Vortex, or Quantum. And to get in, you have to have a special key. And the special key is called Felt. It's a token. And to access the Ignite door, you need this. You need $100 worth of Felt. To access Core, you need $250 worth of Felt. Nova, $1,000 worth of Felt, and then all the way up to Quantum. And you put your USDT in here, you swap it for felt, you open the door, and then you can come in and start trading USDT. So in Ignite, you could start with $100 USDT all the way to 2,000. Core 2,500 to 5,000, Nova 10,000 to 20, and Vortex 25 to 50, Quantum 75 to 150,000. Now, what are you earning? Well, you see this up to 13% and all the way up to 16% here. That, friends, is a monthly return. Not yearly, monthly. How is that possible? With AI and crypto, all things are possible. Connie got that one. So you come in by buying a package of felt. You open the door, one of these 5 doors, and then you can come in and bring your USDT, and it'll trade for you. And I'm going to show you. These are all the trades it's making on my behalf right now, actually for this test account. Come on. It's a little slow. Jeev, are you able to monitor the chat there? Hold on. Let's see. Something went wrong. All right. Let's take a look. So these are all the trades it's making for me. Some are in Cardano, some in Ethereum, some in Bitcoin, XRP. And throughout the day, it's making trades. And it comes into this thing called profit reserve. So I started this account right here. Started with $450. 2 weeks later, I put 50 more to make it 500, and it's paid out 8,500 in USDT. It's paid out 9,956 in felt, with 3,800 still in here, and this up here is about $2,500 worth of felt. So it's working, man. It works. It works really well. So here again, total yield earned 13,726. This goes live on the exchange October 1. Now, friends, I know what exchange is going on. We thought it was going to go first to Pancake Swap, maybe to BingX. I will tell you right now, it's going directly to a top 5 exchange. I found that out today. It was going to be BingX. Michael, let me go through some questions here in the chat. What is the ROI starting with $100 package? You will earn anywhere, according to Veltrixa. Let me share my screen. You will earn anywhere from 9. So let me take a look at this one here. Details. Nothing in this one, sorry. Active signals. Let's pick one that's live. So this is bringing in, this is about 10% per month. As you can see here, it's 85% correct, which is insane. It's just insane. You can view all the trades, past trades. So you're getting anywhere from 10% or 9% up to 13%. And you're paid out your profits once per week. On a Sunday morning, you wake up, profits are there. You can either take them out to your exchange. So let me show you. Let me show you the ones I've taken out already. So these are all. This is all the USDT I've pulled out. Let me go all the way. So it's working, right? I'm pulling out USDT. Remember, I started with 450. It works well. It's pretty fast, pretty easy. So I tell people to when I'm looking at this, for me, when I look at it, I don't use the 13% or 16%. I use 10% as my number. And then I make my calculations with 10% compounding. You can go to compound interest calculator and see what that turns out to be. And if I get anything over 10%, I'm very excited, right? But it's averaging sometimes 11, sometimes 12. Um, and it's really, really good. This is as easy as it gets. Click this button. So you come in here, you click inject capital, extract yield. When you inject capital, you're gonna if you're when you're connected to an exchange, let's say you want to do $1,000, you click the chain, then you proceed to payment, and you copy. You got 15 minutes, which is more than enough time. It usually takes a couple of minutes to transfer, but you copy this address, and you go to your exchange and you withdraw USDT. And once it's in there, you can put it to work immediately, and it starts trading usually within a couple hours. Let me go back to the chat. Let's see. Can you compound every week? Yes, you can compound your interest, reinvest your interest every single week. Minimum is $10. Any questions? And I'm going to bring Jiva on. Jiva, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Steve. I hope I'm unmuted.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
muted. Brian's saying,
Hey.
is it, we talk about staking here? No, it's not a stake. You're bringing in your USDT. It's locked up for a minimum of 60 days. On the 61st day, you can request to withdraw. But it's a live investment. So it's an investment, and the interest rates that you earn per month vary from 9 all the way up to 16, depending on how the trading bot works. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything, Jiva? Anything you want to add to what we're talking about?
Well, just to say that this is probably the most transparent platform that we've ever seen. We've invested in trading platforms before and gotten really good returns, but we were never privy to the information as to how the what trades were happening and how the returns were generated. Whereas here, it's all an open book, which we really, really appreciate. The other thing that we've never had before in any other platforms that we participated in before is any personal connection, a direct personal connection, I should say, with the founders, with the top dogs. And I've been privileged to be on a couple of those calls with Steve. And these guys are as open as they come. They don't try to hide anything. We ask the tough questions. They find the answers if they cannot answer right away. And so the confidence level that we have with this platform, is very high, and I'm also going to say very justified, because we know what it's like to work with platforms that are not quite that upfront and and have some ulterior motive in mind. This is very transparent and pure, which again, like I defer quite a bit to Steve's judgment, because Steve can sniff out these things way better than me. And many of you here know Steve and have been with Castanets for a while. Some of you are new, you have no idea who we are or what we're talking about. We just invite you to check it out, and honestly, my attitude is I got nothing to lose.
Me too. I love this platform. because we know the owners. Bill is saying, how long will they hold our money? Minimum is 60 days. But you can hold it up to 2.5x, even 5x. Initial investment, Buell, is 60 days. After that, you can ask for a refund. And they'll send it back to you in USDT. Like Jiva said, there's so many different platforms similar to this, right? Look good, smell good, but several things. One, you can't verify the transactions, you can't verify the trades. One, two, you don't know their liquidity. Three, good luck trying to get the owner. The other one is I know several people from here were involved in that thing called Daisy, right? And from what I know, from just because I'm in the industry, in that level of industry of trading in AI, those guys, it's a brokerage problem, right? They gave it to a broker to hold the money. They can't get it back. In Veltrixa's case, they're trading on their platform. There is no broker to say, no, I'm not giving you the money. And I really feel like I feel humbled, but I feel really like overwhelmed that the owner invited us to come check this out and ask me questions. And he sat down with us, not one day, 2 days. You know, like he doesn't have to do that, right? There's so many people testing this. It's going to be gigantic. I like this. The platform for me is safe. The trading works. The AI is only getting better. AI is the future. Forget trying to trade yourself. I'm telling you, man, the AI that's out there now is absolutely insane. And this level of AI is being offered to us at a very, very low entry fee. And so, for example, let me share my screen here. $100 to get in, $100 to invest. Here it's $250 to get in, $2,500 minimum to invest. And let me show you. So I've got $2,500 in felt up here. I've got almost $4,000 in felt here. I know Jiva has a bunch of felt. If anyone here on the call, and we're going to end this officially, but if anyone here on the call, if you have USDT and you want to try this now, you want to get a package, we will buy the package for you. So all the way up to Vortex, up to $2,500. If you are interested in trying now, if you have an exchange, you have USDT, I'm going to stop the recording in just a second. But if that's you, let us know in the chat. We'll buy the package for you. It means we'll spend the money to get you inside whatever it is, and then we'll help you move the USDT. And if not, Jiva, you have your Calendly links for people to connect with you, to book a time with you.
Yes, I can paste it there.
Great. I'm going to put mine in the chat, and Jiva will put his. All right. So let's see. Beulah or Brian, you guys have USDT in your exchange? We need someone who, if you're going to take the package now, you could wait, right? You could book a time with us, with Jiva or myself. Michael, you have an exchange. You have USDT in your exchange? If you have USDT, okay, great. So you can, if you have USDT, you can do it now. But I think the better way to do it is to book a time with Jiva or myself. Is Dr. Hammond on here? Is Jay in here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yo, you have your Calendly link instead of mine?
I can get it.
I'm so overbooked with people. I do.
I'm sure you are.
I do 15 people a day loading on. It's a lot. So great. Michael's going to book with you. So it would be our privilege to sow into you. We want to buy your first package. Now, by the way, we're not telling you to do this, right? I'm definitely not. I'm doing this this to me felt like God just brought it into my lap after many years of praying and asking God to redeem the losses from some of the other things that we had. Dr. J's link is in there. I forgot where I was going with this. I'm really happy. I feel safe with these guys. We have a connection directly to the founders, to the owners. We have our, by the way, that includes Jiva and everybody with us. We have our own tech team. Did you know that? It's Steve's tech team. It's like Steve's tech guy. That we have our own like bat phone. Like I pick up the phone, and some of you know this. Some of you know you've had an experience where what happened here? I made a mistake here, and I just called the ownership up and said, "Can you fix things? Like give me 20 minutes." So anyway, that is that, friends. We really like this. Thank you for taking the time. Oh, let me stop the recording. Thanks for taking the time.